Hey guys, it's been a minute. There's been quite a few changes, and I may have not posted in quite some time, and this is something a little bit different than what we've kind of gotten used to with the channel on this. But I'm not going to talk too much about all of that. But today we are actually doing a little tutorial on Unverum. So modding on Linux actually isn't too terrible. It can be a little jank at times, but there's a few things that I have found that has gotten it to be pretty smooth for me. The main thing is really just moving files, right? Most games you can actually just move files over into their specified directory, and you can use launch options. But today we're going over Unverum, and we're just going to hop right into it. So first thing you're going to need is Heroic Games Launcher, and I am actually on Fedora, right? But I'm actually going to delete this, and I'm going to show you how to set this up, because I've been doing this for a minute, and I just got used to Fedora a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I will probably do a video on why I moved, but that's for another time. For now, we're just going to delete this, and then once this is gone, I'm actually going to show you how to set it up. Alright, so first thing you're going to need to do is actually head over to Game Banana, and you're going to download the latest version. It actually has not been updated in a minute, but it still works for most games. You're really going to be using this for Dragon Ball, like Fighter Z, Sparking Zero, stuff like that. A lot of fighting games. And I'll actually go over Fluffy Mod Manager. And if there's any mod managers, actually, there you go. There's all the supported games right there. But if there's any other mod managers that you guys want to see me set up and make a tutorial on, just put it down below, and I will try my best to figure out the every nook and cranny of it and get it set up and show you guys how to do it. But we have Fluffy Mod Manager here, but now we're actually going to add Unverum. So after you've downloaded it, we're going to want to keep this under Windows, and we're going to want to make sure this is on Wine Staging 11.0. Then you're going to go over to where you downloaded it. Me personally, I keep things over in a modding folder, so it's very easy to access. There's a few prefixes we need to do, but we're going to actually just run this for the one time real quick, just to see. So I believe maybe it is a little bit different on Fedora. I know on Arch Linux, I had to actually set up quite a few. Oh, no, just worked right off the gate. You know, Fedora's been doing that a lot. So the main thing for Unverum, right? So if you've never used Unverum before, you're going to have to select your game, right? And then the executable, and you can just drop your mods in a mod folder. I'm actually going to show you really quick how to do that. If it'll let me, let's say like Fighter Z. So I may set up. So I may have Fighter Z. I'm sure I have Fighter Z installed, but you'll just go and find wherever that executable is, and give me just a second to find it. So if you have installed games on separate drives, right, it's going to show up under mount, and then you'll have these random characters. This is actually how Linux sees your drive through Wine. And then you're going to go over to wherever Dragon Ball Fighter Z is, and then select the executable. So now that we have the executable selected, let's browse some mods and hopefully not see anything sketchy, because we know how it be out here. Let's just grab something simple like GT Gogeta recolor, right? Download this. Yes. Download all. And then we go to manage mods, and there it is. So what you'll do, select those mods, hit launch. This won't actually launch the game, right? It'll give you that error. But when you actually launch the game, it will have those mods enabled. I have a bunch of mods for Sparking Zero. I have modded Fighter Z. So for those of you that do want to use Fighter Z on Linux, there's plenty of mods to disable easy anti-cheat and play with friends, and there's a bunch of stuff to get Fighter Z to be like 10 times more fun. You can even roll it back to older versions if you wanted to do that and play with friends. I might do that, hit up some homies and be like, hey, you trying to run something? Because old Fighter Z, for those of you that don't know, was gas, and modern is kind of mid. But yeah, there's quite a bit of games for Unverum. I'm very surprised. I do have Shin Megami Tensei. That's something I just bought recently. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Matter of fact, it's pretty much the same process for Fluffy Mod Manager. They're all just EXEs. So anything that is an EXE that just runs off the gate, you can just run it through Heroic, put it for wine staging, and then you're very much so set. So I can show you, right, for like Sparking Zero, right, I have a lot of mods for it, just visual mods to make it look better, because I like certain styles when it comes to it. So Goku Mid revamped. So I'm going to enable this, and then we can go see this. So I'll put on screen what vanilla Goku looks like in this game for those who aren't familiar with this whole scope, and then we'll actually go into the game and show you how those go. But for most games, this is really all you need right here, this launch command, and that will enable mods for plenty of things. Like, so for Monster Hunter, right, if you need something like for the DI input for framework, you would do the same thing here. And actually sometimes, like, I don't even use it anymore. You used to need to, but it launches without it. The only reason I have this is actually for reshade. So if you guys want to see how reshade works on Linux, that's another thing I can go over. A lot of things for the modding community. I may do something for Dark Souls too, because there's some Dark Souls co-op. Maybe something for Elden Ring, but I will see you guys in the game really quick. All right, so we are back into the game, and I'm just going to show you that yes, this does work. Modding in Linux is not as terrible as people think it is. It's actually very simple once you get used to it. I know with Sparking Zero specifically, it can be it looks a little bit different. I think that mod was for mid Goku, right? Where is he? Yeah. So all that did is just change his outfit so you have access to him. It may not work currently, I don't think, because of the recent updates. So that's actually not a good example, but I do have other mods enabled, like the Goku Black mod, and a lot of the other characters, their hair is fully blacked out. In the original game, they have like this 3D shading, which I really didn't like all too much. So pretty much every character, their hair is straight black. There are a few where I think it was like, what, Oob maybe? Nah, Oobs, it worked. Android 17, it worked. I know somebody who it didn't work on. Where you at, twin? There he is. Shallot. There you go. So that's what the normal hair shading looks like in this game. And I think it's the same way with Vegeta too. Nah, it works on Vegeta. But yeah, it's very, it can be confusing at first, but after you know how it works, you're pretty much good. Like a lot of the launchers, like I did get Nexus mod to work. It's a little bit buggy, at least the last time I tried it, but you can get it to work, and you can get it to work for plenty of games too. I did that for my wife because she uses that for Fallout. So if you need some Fallout guides, I would honestly, I would need to sit through with my wife a few times to really get that going. But yeah, dude, Modding's simple on Linux, and a lot of the games you can genuinely just drag and drop. It's not that terrifying. A lot of people say it is. It's not. Don't be scared. Just give it a try. And if you have any questions, any recommendations for other things you want me to show you how to do for the modding or any type of setup really like that, let me know. See you guys in the next one.